Alrighty, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if you guys can all hear me. Welcome. Oh, looks like that's all working. That's good. Looks like all the commands are working. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Season 4. We've got a bunch of new squares to debut today. Before that, let's talk about the betting. So, for those who weren't in the testing stream, we're adding a new feature this season called Square Bucks. And so basically, you can essentially, you'll have it's just the square economy. And so you can bet on the squares. Now, actually, the betting isn't fully working yet. It's like 90%. It's just a little flaky, so you guys would kind of get cheated out of your balances sometimes. So we won't have betting active today. But the balance and claim commands work. So for you guys who are new, every stream will do a claim. You can do that claim command that you're seeing people in chat do. And essentially it'll give you 100 square bucks. So you'll get that free each week so that every week you can bet. And then the balance command will show you what your balance is. Julian, looks like it worked this time. Nice. And so eventually, once we get kind of the betting working, and that's all going, I could probably work with you guys to make like an economy, like where you can either introduce a color, you can do like a short, a power up, something like that. We'll figure out what we want to actually spend them on, but for now, we're just gonna have this as like just free balances for now. And so what I'll do is sometime this week, I'm gonna probably do. I said this last week, but it's just been super flaky. I just haven't quite been able to get the betting to work just seamlessly. So I'm close. So expect to see maybe like tomorrow or Tuesday or Wednesday or something to have like a testing stream. I'm really gonna try. I really want to do it tomorrow, but that'll kind of depend on how the infrastructure for it's working. It's just a little finicky. So like sometimes it just won't log bets correctly, or it will take it away when it should give. Like there's just a little bit of bugs, and I can't quite get it to be like cleanly working. And for those who are using the claim command, make sure you guys let me know if it doesn't work. Like if you do claim and you don't see your balance, then just let me know. I'll try to fix it. I'm trying to make sure that there's no like bugs or glitches with that flow. But yeah, so that being said, we should be able to kick it off this week. We've got 6 new squares to test out or to see how they can do. We've got Lavender, Brown, Malachite, Cream, Blaze, and Blurple. We've got your defending champs. We've got your MVPs, Square League. So this is primed to be an interesting season. The last update before we get started. So for the scheduling, I don't have the infrastructure for like multi-match weeks. Don't really work in terms of like saving stats. So I got to update that code a little bit. So in future weeks, we'll probably do like multiple rounds. But this week we're just going to do like the one round robin. And then I'll be updating, hopefully this week I'll be updating all like the Discords and the website and all that stuff. I just haven't gotten around to that. So I've been really trying to get this betting working. So we're really close. I think it's going to be really exciting once we get that to work. But yeah, that being said, I think we can probably click it off. Oh, yep, Crypto, looks like you got yours. Nice. That's good. Looks like it's all working. So perfect. Okay, so let's see here. I put together a schedule. I've got the schedule. So our first match, and like I said, this will all be on the website later, but our first match of the week, we've got quite the banger to kick it off. We've got Teal versus Blaze. So we've got the MVP from last season. Some say he got robbed of the chip. Some controversy there. But Teal, last year's MVP versus the rookie Blaze. So, whoops. Hold on. Hold. I forgot the lives are wrong. I have them set as 1 life each. Let's see here. I was doing some testing before this on the betting, so I was changing the lives a little bit. But, okay, so this should be better. Why is this? Did I not save it? I didn't save it. That's why. All right. Okay, we're back. So, yep, new season, new Teal, rookie versus MVP. Kicking off with quite. Let's begin. And there you have it. The MVP just starting off with a dominant win. I mean, that's your MVP from last season. I mean, it's just a perfectly played match for Teal, really. Plenty of weeks left for Blaze, so nothing too much to worry about. But now another one. We've got another big matchup. We've got Red versus Blurple. We've got Red, obviously. Had a dominating season last year. Showed us all. Finally, Red actually made the jump that he had been waiting for after kind of falling off in the end of the season. But Blurple, a rookie, so let's see if the rookie can take down one of the oldest veterans. Actually, fun fact for those who are interested, Red was the first square introduced into any of the shorts, the leagues, anything. Little tidbit of history. That was the first one that I came up with. Red and blue were like the first ones that I kind of tested everything out with. So, fun fact, ancient square Red, true vet, versus one of the newest squares. So, let's begin. And in a close fought match, the defending champion falls to Blurple. Blurple grabbing the double damage at the end to knock off Red. So now Blurple shows off in his rookie debut. Is Blurple going to be the new Teal? Next match, we've got Emerald and Cream. Cream, low-key the most hated rookie this year, versus Emerald, who is a fan favorite. Emerald fell short in the playoffs last year, but looking to keep the upward trajectory of his seasons after going from relegation all the way to semifinals, or quarterfinals, wherever he finished last year. Let's begin. And Cream grabbing a last-second shock to take home the victory against Emerald. Cream moves to 1-0, another rookie win. Right now, the rookies are up on the veterans, 2-1. Next, we've got Hot Pink and Malachite. Another rookie matchup here. Hot Pink actually having a really good season last year. Actually won fan favorite and he got on the all-square team. So another heavy hitter square here versus Malachite. So let's begin. And Hot Pink takes home a victory for the veterans. Malachite starting off slow. Pretty close match. Hot Pink kind of just came clutch in the end when it mattered. So good win for Hot Pink, looking to build upon last year's pretty incredible season. Next, we've got another rookie. Wow, all the rookies are early on in this schedule. Brown versus Navy. So we've got Navy. I think missed playoffs last year. No, Navy made playoffs but lost in the first round. Oh gosh, I can't remember. Versus another rookie. So let's begin. And Navy grabbing 2 double heals to make an unbelievable game-saving comeback. Navy was down 3 or 4 lives with 2 lives left. Pretty incredible power-up grabs for Navy. So Navy taking down the rookie. Veterans now up on the rookies. We've got one more rookie here. We've got Tan and Lavender. Rounding out last of the rookies. This was the last of the rookie debuts. So let's see how Lavender can fare against a pretty solid middle of the pack square in Tan. Let's begin. And Lavender putting on a convincing victory. Is Lavender going to be the best rookie? Is it going to be Blurple? Drop what you guys think the best rookie's going to be. Drop it in chat. Let's see. After seeing all their debuts, who do you guys think is going to end the highest out of all the rookies? This will be this will be the first year where the Rookie of the Year race is actually going to be somewhat interesting now, because we have 6 now. So there's actually quite a battle for the rookie. If we get, maybe I should add 2 more rookies. We could do like an all rookie team or something next season. But that is the end of the rookies. Now we're gonna move on to some of the more some of the more normal squares here. Goldenrod Crimson, obviously a common rivalry. Crimson really trying to bounce back after being the worst last season. So let's see who can come out on top. And ladies and gentlemen, we have our first machine gun of the season. Crimson grabbing the invincibility power up into a machine gun. I mean, what's Goldenrod gonna do there? That's just tough. I mean, 50 damage to 16. It's just a murderer. Not much more to talk about. Crimson just putting off one of the best machine guns we've seen in league history, probably. So, impressive win for Crimson. Very fast win for Crimson. So, let's move on to another square that almost got relegated. Purple versus Olive. Olive actually had a good season last year, so trying to capitalize on that. Let's begin. Olive trying to hunt for power-ups at the end of the game, but couldn't make it happen. Purple taking home a comfortable victory. Oh gosh, the banana. That's the first banana comment I've seen. Oh, 2 bananas. Purple taking home the victory. Next match, we've got Indigo and Arctic. I think Indigo had an okay season. Arctic had a pretty disappointing season last year after being a really strong rookie. So both of them looking to kind of... What's going on here? Why can't I select this? Oh, there we go. That's weird. Both of them looking to kind of improve on their last season. So let's begin. All right, chat. I don't know if you saw it. For those who are watching, Indigo hit a shock onto Arctic, who had two double damages and a lifesteal. It was basically game over at that point until Indigo grabbed the lifesteal or the shock, and then obviously proceeded to just whoop Arctic. But what an unbelievable comeback for Indigo. This could be maybe Indigo can turn the corner this season and finally really make the playoffs and go for a run. Next match, we've got, this is a actual classic. We've got yellow versus blue. Yellow, obviously, like the third or fourth, probably the fourth square. I think I was red, blue, green, yellow. So, but one of the OG4 from the beginning. So this is a battle of vets. Let's begin. And yellow, after just barely missing playoffs last season, takes home the victory against blue. Yellow looking to kind of repeat on the season 2 performance, I believe it was. Wait, was yellow, who won season 1 again? I don't remember. It was hot pink or yellow. I think yellow won season 1 actually, and then went MVP. So yellow looking to kind of reclaim their throne as one of the most dominant squares. Now we've got another match between two pretty middling squares, Cerulean and Orange. Neither have really done a whole lot. I don't think Cerulean's made playoffs. So let's see if they can kind of turn their seasons around. Or not turn this season around, but like turn their careers around and kind of really take that next step. Let's begin. And Cerulean grabs the victory. We'll see if Cerulean can keep their title as King of Draws. I believe Cerulean's been like the leader in draws in all of Square League. So let's see if they can get some more victories instead of draws. So congratulations, Cerulean. Lastly, we've got two squares that have been here from the beginning. Green and Cyan. Green barely missing playoffs last year, but a former champion. Cyan has just been consistently bad, unfortunately. But last year actually had a late season push that they weren't in relegation, I believe, for the first time ever. So maybe Cyan can keep up the upward trajectory, but let's begin. And leaving nothing to chance, Cyan delivers the finishing blow on green. Guys, is this the moment? Is this the year that Cyan turns the corner? Cyan been struggling all of his time in Square League, although has dodged relegation every year, so something to be said. Maybe there's a little spark in there ready to be ignited. But Cyan, congratulations on the victory. And that concludes week 1 of Square League. We got to see our rookies. We got to see last year's champ. Pretty exciting week, but I'm really excited for this betting thing coming in the future. I've been grinding it. I think it's going to be so cool. So keep your eyes peeled for testing streams. They're always going to be random. But I really want to get that to work. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other updates. Things like the roles and colors in Discord will get updated sometime this week, hopefully. That's kind of my plan. And then the website, I'm going to have to do some probably retooling a little bit. That's probably going to be a bigger lift. Just because for those who are code heads, it's a lot of like TypeScript, and I'm just not a big TypeScript guy, so it takes a long time for me to make changes for that. So I'll do my best to get the website out as soon as possible. But that being said, I'm trying to think if there's anything else important. I think that's all I have for you guys this week. I see people have people want banana, so maybe I'll have to. We'll see if you guys can blow up the next short with banana. So, but alrighty, thank you everyone for tuning in to week 1. We've got big things to come, so keep your eyes peeled. And then thank you everyone for the support. I will see you all next week, maybe sooner. Peace.